Good morning. My name is Colleen Light and I am with cardsbycoco.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I bounce on Facebook about every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm always so happy when you can join me. If you happen to be catching the replay, because I am on YouTube too, just if you would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. So today I have something kind of fun planned. We're going to be doing a stamp with me. Hi, Tammy. I'm going to be doing a stamp with me. I sent the directions out a couple of days ago. Now, if you're just following along and not stamping, just happy to have you along with me. So I'm going to be using the Flowering Cactus Medley today. I have not made a card using this yet. I made two other cards using this layout and I last minute swapped it all out and thought, oh, this set's retiring soon. So let me turn you around real quick. I'll bring you up on my iPad so I can see some additional comments and we will get busy. So hold tight. Here we go. Quick look at the wall, little camera flip. That's always the hardest part of my day is this camera flip. And I think we are good to go. Let me see if I can bring you up here on my iPad. Give me half a second and we'll just get going. Okay, so this is the Flowering Cactus Medley and the catalog you can order out of. I will say that I checked last night around 9 o'clock in the evening and it was still available to order in. Oh, there's a scooch of the chair. So, anyway, this is the catalog. This is the January to June 2021 mini catalog. And this is the suite we're going to be working out of, is this Flowering Cactus Medley. And I have to tell you, this product medley is fabulous and I absolutely love it. I love all the colors in it. These are, I always case the catalog, and let me see if I get this right. Copy and share everything. When I first started, and I thought this card was just beautiful, and I think if I was able to have a party, I would probably make this little sign. How cute is that? Anyway, this is what comes in your medley. You get the DSP, the Designer Series paper, the felt, the stamp set, the dies, and the twine. And we'll be using most of that today, so you'll see it as we go along. This is my website and my host code. If you're ordering over $150, please don't use that host code. You want all the rewards for yourself. So this design, the card design and layout, is inspired by Julie Davison. I found her on YouTube and I had never made this card design, nor had I ever seen it. So I actually took all the dimensions from her. So thank you, Julie Davison. Another quick bit of business. Please leave me a comment. This is my 3-year stamp-iversary. So 3 years since I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am going to be doing a giveaway with this corner bouquet. It has never been used. I just never had the opportunity to use it. So leave a comment here or on my YouTube, and I will draw the winner next week. Anyway, let's go ahead and get busy and do some stamping. If you are following along, let me know so I don't go too fast. Let's cut some cardstock to start. So I'm going to work with this Pear Pizzazz. This is actually a coordinating color with our Designer Series paper using this medley. And we want this at 5.5. So I'm going to cut and do everything with you and show you. Normally I have things pre-cut, but since you're stamping with me, hopefully, we'll do it a little bit differently today. So it's 5.5 and by 6.5. The one thing I do love about our paper trimmer is this arm extends. And let's go 6.5 then. And all of these dimensions will be posted on my blog later on today. And we are going to score this at 2 1/4. So remember, you have your cutting, let me put this back in screen, you have your cutting blade, which is the darker one, and the lighter gray is your scoring blade. So the nice thing is you don't even have to invest in a different scoring tool unless you want to. So that is perfect. So we're going to score this at 2 1/4. You'll be just amazed at how easy and fun this card comes together. So there we go. Now we're going to take this, and I'm just going to use my bone folder. And we're going to give this a good burnish. I'm going to do it on the back side, because we want this to lay flat. Look at that. You can already see the card's starting to come together. We want to use the same color card base. So this is how I keep all my card scraps. I get these larger envelopes here from Stampin' Up. They sell them. And all of my card scraps just go in here. So when I need just a little piece like I need now, I have one available. And we want to make a square, 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. And you can see that this is little crease down here, but we're not going to worry about that because we're going to cut that piece off. So I throw very little away. I like to save everything, you know, why not? So here's part of this, right? And so for this square, we want to score this at 3 1/4, or not 3 1/4, 3/4. My goodness, 3/4 of an inch. So let's go ahead and do that. See, I always have to say things just a little bit wrong. And then we want to give this a good burnish also. So is anyone stamping with me, or am I stamping by myself? Let me move this paper out of the way. And we'll move on to our next cutting. We're going to use our designer series paper. And while I'm doing this, let me take the opportunity to show you how fabulous the DSP is in this product medley. Isn't this beautiful? Very cactusy colors. And I'm going to give you a flip here. Well, not as graceful as I had hoped for, but anyway. And while I have the packet out, I am also going to show you the felt pieces. How great are these? You can see they just pop out. And we also have, look at that. Beautiful, right? Okay, so that's your product medley part of it. So we want to use our designer series paper here. If you're using remember this is directional, we're making a vertical card. So if your designer series paper has a pattern, you're just going to want to watch that direction. Oh, let me see. I want this at 5 1/4. Just a little bit off by 2 inches. That's what happens when I start talking. I don't cut right. That's okay, I'll use those scraps for something else. By 2 inches. There we go. And then I'm going to flip it around to the other side. And we're going to do 3/4 of an 3 1/4 inch. By 2 1/2 inches. How long have you all been with Stampin' Up? This is my 3rd year. And I think my favorite thing is the product coordination and the color coordination for me. I also love watching what everyone else creates. And once you're a demonstrator, you have all the fun of being on all those great websites. And then we want a piece of basic white. I'm finishing up my Whisper white. So we want this at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So what's your favorite thing? So and then we're going to do by 4 inches, and there we go. And our cutting is done. Except for the label, which we will be doing shortly. But let's get some of this card together. So easy peasy. Most people know I love the multi-purpose liquid glue because I have to wiggle my paper around. A lot of people can get it on straight first go around. That is not usually my MO. Mine is usually a little bit crooked. So this longer piece, of course, is going to go on your front panel here. Easy, easy. And then we're going to use the coordinating side for this piece. And I really enjoyed the pear pizzazz. I'll show you at the end of this, I'll show you the other two I made. If you decide to do this layout, and I would love for you to post your cards in the comment section. I really do enjoy seeing what other people have created. So, very easy. Let's do a little bit of stamping on our scraps. Very easy to do. Let's get our sentiment out. And I'm going to be using something from I've got 3 stamps out. And let's go ahead and get this going. I'm going to be using the Hope Your Birthday is Filled with Beautiful Things. And I'm going to be stamping that in Calypso Coral because it matches our designer series paper. So let's go ahead and get that stamped. And we're going to die cut this piece out. And I am going to leave the stamps out. 2 more stamps, but I'm going to do it once we do our die cutting and get this together. So is anyone doing anything fun this Thursday? I have to say, I'm not doing a whole lot today. Actually kind of nice. Kind of taking a break. It's going to be super windy here in Arizona. I think they said up to 40 miles an hour winds today. So expecting it to be lots of sand blowing in the air today. So it's a good day to do videos and craft, isn't it? So this is one of the dies that comes in the product medley, and I'm actually using this for my tag. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work out. Like I said, I decided to wing it while we were stamping together. And let me show you some of the other dies. I think I brought them out with me. They're around here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. So some of the other dies you get also cut out part of these cactuses here on this paper. Most of these I've used, but you can see there's different cutouts here. So very fun dies. Look at this one cactus. This makes a really fun one. I did some other cards with these. Super fun. Always enjoy it. Okay, so let's piece everything together now. I'm going to show you how easily this comes together. Using your tearing tape, we are going to put some on the back of this. And I haven't stamped anything on this yet. I'm not exactly sure what I want to put on there quite yet. So this is our tearing tape. You could use a strong adhesive, but I find the tearing tape to be the most efficient and the strongest way to go. So, I'm going to put that there. Let's take some seal and put it on the back of our basic or whisper white, whichever one you're using. And I'm going to use my tool here to take off this paper. And you want to center this on your white. And then you want to also lay it here. Oops. See, this is the part that makes me nervous because I do tend to get things a little crooked here and there. But I think we're good. Ta-da! And you can see how our card is coming together. So when you figure out the sentiment you want to use, you would put it here in the center of your card so it would be hidden. Now that I have this like this, I want to add a few of my flowers here at the base. So I'm going to be using one of these stamps, using the Calypso Coral down here. Just add a little something extra. Isn't that nice? Just a little bit. We're going to be adding a little bit more as we go along. So, also this is a good opportunity while you have your stamps out, especially that floral one. Let's put a little bit here using our birthday sentiment on our envelope. Because I like to decorate the envelopes. So hope your birthday is filled with beautiful things. And let's put a little flower down here at the base of our envelope. Oh, hi, Rachel. There we go. So there's that. How perfect is that? Now, I did have my little cutout here. Let me see if I can find it. If not, we'll just cut another one. You know me, I tend to move things all around in my hopes of being organized, and then you know what happens. I can't find it. So let's go ahead and we'll just cut out another out of this designer series paper. I want this one. So I'm going to go around here, cut this out, and we're just going to put it through our cut and emboss machine real quick. And what's funny is I'm just this way in real life. It's not nerves, and it's not because I'm doing a live. Honestly, I am the type of person that can set something off to the side. The other day, in fact, Tammy's online here with me, and she'll tell you that this is a very true story. The other day, she was telling me, oh, you have to see this. And I said, oh, hang on a second. Let me grab my phone. And I am not kidding you. I was talking to her on the phone. So for me to misplace things is totally normal, completely my MO, and I just can't worry about it. So this is what I'm going to be using for my tag. And like I said, I haven't tried this, so we'll give it a whirl and see how it turns out. Not the best die cut here, but it'll work. It's not the worst I've done either. So I kind of want to offset this a little bit so my cactus comes through. And the reason I'm doing this is I needed my tag a little bit bigger, but I really wanted to use this cactus here. I just thought it was pretty neat. So I'm going to put a little glue here on this one. And then I can kind of shift this around and we'll see how it turns out. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. You know, I guess we never know unless we try, do we? So this is how our tag is going to come on. And we're going to use some dimensionals here. But we want this to tuck under to hold our card in place. Well, so you want to lay it out first so you know exactly where to put your dimensionals, right? Because that is always the tricky part, is where do we want to put those dimensionals. So let me bounce up here and grab mine. I think I'm going to use the teeny tiny dimensionals because I'm afraid the big ones might be a little bit too large. So let me see here. Okay, kind of want that more centered. All right, so I know where I'm going to put them now. This is what happens when you decide to go live and you really don't have a solid plan as to what stamp set you want to use. And I really do like this Cactus Medley, and since it's retiring soon, I really did want to share it with you. Because I know sometimes these mini catalogs, we all get so caught up in the new catalog. The new catalog is fabulous, that sometimes we forget about the retiring mini. So I really just wanted to share that with you today. So let me see. Yeah, Tammy's laughing. That was so funny. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's what close friends are for, to kind of laugh along with you, right? So a little bit too close. That's okay. Didn't stick it down all the way. We can move it. Can you hear my little dog go? I'm telling you, I think we should have a contest to see if Bo will ever stop barking during these live videos. Ta-da! There we go. So that's how that one will work. I do want to use a little bit of this twine though. I feel like it needs something up at the corner here. And then I have some little bling. You know, I love the bling. So, and I've really been on sending out birthday card kicks. I have tried not to miss anybody's birthday in quite a while. Sorry about the dog, folks. I don't know. It's just real life. That dog barks. He was a rescue. I have to tell you, he was a rescue, and he was not socialized for his entire first year of life. And he's 4. And I have just decided he's the most lovable little fella. He really honestly is. I mean, if you met him, you would just love him. But my goodness, when dogs aren't socialized early, you know, they bark at the wind, they bark at the air, they just bark at every little thing. And that's what's happening with this guy. And I just decided that there's just not a darn thing we can do about it right now. So I actually roll with it because I don't know what else to do. Do any of you, here, let's move off of stamping. Let's move off of stamping and onto dog training real quick. Anybody have any ideas on how to socialize a little dog any better? If you do, please leave those kind of comments. Okay, so I am going to just use one of these little glue dots here that come in the paper pumpkin to adhere my twine. I kind of want to give this just a little bit of a glue dot, and I don't want anyone to really be able to see it. So I'm going to kind of pop that on there just using this little tool. And I am going to pop this right there. Ta-da! So you can see how easily this card comes together and how fun it actually is. I think it's just a fun little layout. I'm looking for my bling that I had here, of course, which may actually be behind me. Okay, so I like the ribbon. I don't even know that we need any bling up there. While I'm kind of searching my table for that, I am going to show you the other cards I made. So this is how this one would turn out. And you can add your beads or anything up there. And always do your envelope. This is the other one I did. So I'm going to show you how you stamp on the inside too, if that's what you're interested in doing. So let me show you that. It's Happy Birthday. And this is using that butterfly bijou paper, which isn't that paper just wonderful? I mean, I have to tell you, I love it. And this is, I forget what stamp set this is out of, but it's out of the new one out of the catalog. And I'm sorry I didn't bring it in with me, so I don't remember the name. But it's Larger Sentiments, which I think is fabulous. And of course, I did the back of the envelope. This one is for a little girl. I can't wait to give it to her. It's Make-A-Wish. And this is using the party puffins or puffin parties. Anyway, I just thought this was super cute. And using our in colors with a happy birthday. And Make-A-Wish on the outside of our envelope. And fortunately, I did find my little gems, so I can put some on here. Very exciting. And I think I'm going to use maybe a little bit of the, which color do I want to use? Oh, I like that. I think I'll use some of these gilded gems. I haven't used those a bunch. I don't use a lot of gold. So, but maybe we'll try it. Let's see how it looks. Since we're all making our little mystery cards, I think we should just see how it looks. Oh, I think it'll be cute. And I'm going to do 3 here at the top. And there we go. And that is today's live video. So join me next week. I'll be announcing the winner for people who leave a comment here, or next Thursday, or on my YouTube. And again, thank you to Julie Davison. I did see her video on YouTube. I was interested. I've been watching a lot of the Stamp With Me videos and mystery stamping, and I thought it was such a fun idea that I wanted to do that. And if you're interested in ordering this fabulous medley, it just only runs to June, and it was available as of last night. So I hope you all have a really wonderful day, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Always happy to talk all things crafty, and enjoy your day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.